Hey, sorry for the long delay. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of neat stuff to show off with Drazukville. Bunches of changes in the last few months. Got a starting page. That's a new thing. So we're gonna start there. So we have our patch notes down the side. I actually have some couple of friends kind of messing with things, so we're hopefully gonna kind of wash out some of the bugs that we might have. Added some auto updates, so if there's a new version out, it will actually tell you up along the top banner that, hey, there's a new version. You can click to download it, and it automatically will download it and restart your game. So kind of cool. We got new game. We got our save and loads are working. So we can look at load game. Made things by character here. So we got a little mage I made, Snidely. And we got a couple different things going on. We got quick save, F5 and F9 to quick save and quick load. We got a section for auto saves, and I think that's every 15 minutes. Oh, they also happen when you click on the shrine. We'll talk about the shrine. So, and we also got manual saves, so you can make your own saves, of course. Um, yeah, go back. If you hit continue, starts your newest save. But I'm going to start a new game so we could see what other stuff that's happened. So this is all placeholder stuff still, but this is kind of pretty much how I believe this is going to work. We have races, all our different races here. We can add races and classes quite easily now. Everything's been moved out to data files, so it's pretty much just adding the text, and the game will pick it up. And you'll see, depending on what we choose here, human druid will have different stats than a dwarf druid. So things like that. Like if we made a half troll warrior, they can get pretty strong. 31. That's above what most people get. A human can only get up to 27. So things like that. Skills are listed here just so you know what you get at different points. And yeah, we'll just make a human warrior for fun. Name him Kent. Oh, there's a hardcore toggle. So hardcore just makes it if you die, it will wipe your save. It will give you an option to change it to normal if you're having like a good run and you want to keep playing it. You don't want to lose it, but it's no longer hardcore. So we'll begin. Right now, I don't. This is just a bunch of test areas, so I don't have the tutorial areas yet. So right now, this is the tutorial. We'll click past that, and yeah, here we go. So we got our character there. A couple different things. Got a lore keeper that we can talk to. We don't have anything to identify, so you know what? Let's run over here real quick. Grab this item. It happens to be magic helm. We'll talk to him. We're going to select it, and we're going to identify it. And now, I guess I should have looked at it first. So now it says bonuses brawn +1, traits magic, and it mentions it's identified up at the top. If it wasn't identified, then all we would see is the type armor and armor 4. We wouldn't know the bonuses. We might see the trait magic if you have a detect magic trait over here, but this human warrior definitely does not. Cleaned up the equipment tree, cleaned up some stuff in inventory. Still do all the regular things. Right click to equip if it's equipable. Um, view stuff, get the stats on it. We got some healing potions in our inventory. Filters work, so we can, there's armor, ring, potions, orbs, which are a consumable but different than potions or scrolls. We've got our stats here, actually should be working. Yep, we got a +1 fortune amulet on, so our fortune is up to 11. If we go ahead and wear the helmet, boom, our strength went up. Oop, looks like we got some overriding issues I need to fix. But the tooltip, if I get out of there, the tooltip shows that we got a helm on that's giving us an extra effect. So that's kind of nice. If you have a buff, you can see what buffs are giving you those things. Got our armor, hit percent, damage, all our different resistances. Items will give us stuff. Spells will give us stuff. Skills. So now we got skills throughout our things. I'm glad I looked at that because it's not showing us our passive skills. I need to make sure it does do that. We can go ahead and drag these things down to our bar. Our heal, move that over there. Let's see what else we can do. We can talk to these guys. This is a mob master. He's going to have a certain type of quest, but right now that's not set up yet. Same with this guy. He's a quest master. That's going to be a different type of quest. Our shopkeepers are working. We can buy stuff, sell stuff. And I got some items laying around just to test picking up and some of the area things, but we'll go ahead and we'll move into the first area. It's funny, this boss always seems to, I think I don't have him set to move. I might have to mess with that. Yeah, so there's some monsters here, stuff on the ground. We can look. That's a gemstone, so we'll go ahead and pick that up. So it's going to be some treasure. We move fine through the grass. If I click over here, actually it was faster for the character to go around the forest than go through the forest. It actually is slower for the character to move through forest. I don't know if that was very noticeable, but it is what it is. What is this guy? He's an elite boar. He's wearing an amulet, so let's go ahead and attack him. We'll hit him with our crush. We'll hit him with our rend. I'm getting hurt, so I'm going to heal up. Crush is back up. Rend's back up. Well, I don't know. We might just get our butts kicked by the boar. There we go. We don't have a very good weapon on right now, so that was a tougher fight than I expected. So the boar died. We're going to go ahead. He dropped an amulet and a leather greatcoat. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and get both of those. My guess is the amulet is a crafted item because we got to capitalize there. That's something we made for testing. But that leather greatcoat is what we call the random items. So instead of having to create items for every character, we have a whole random system. If you play Diablo, you've gotten random items. All the different magic items that drop are random. They're created based on what you killed, and so we kind of work the same way. We'll go ahead and talk to the lore keeper and see what we got. We'll go ahead and identify all those. So gemstone, treasure, an amulet that's +1 brawn, which is probably better for our warrior than the +1 fortune. So we'll switch those out. And a leather greatcoat. Feel like that should have some armor on it, but maybe not. It should have some sort of armor class. Yeah. Things to look into. The amulet had armor, so that's kind of funny. Anyway, so yeah, combat works. We can actually go out and explore. We got some experience for killing that guy. We're 6 of the 180 to the way to next level. So I feel like the basics are here. Mobs are moving around, doing their thing. They're talking. See, for whatever reason, the vole mutters to itself. I just made a script that added random things to random mobs, so it doesn't really differentiate between animals and things. You know what? We're in the next area, so these things are all going to be harder mobs if we try to. That chittering squirrel. Let's get closer. We'll look at him. Yeah, this fight could get rough. So, but this is we just found a magic portal. So if we click on that portal, it took us right back to the city. That's kind of cool. Oh, we talked about shrines. This gold thing is a shrine. It's a shrine of Drazuk. So we click on it, we can rest and save here. And there's also fast travel. So we haven't found any other shrines. But when we do, they'll actually be listed here. So if we find a second shrine, it will list the shrine that in this area here. Um, so yeah, so that's kind of one way we'll be able to move around the world and also save our characters. When you die, you appear at the last shrine that you've saved at. So it's if you're doing something hard, it's a good idea to find a shrine nearby and save. So if you die, you get back quickly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. It's starting to come together. It's starting to feel playable. There's a few cosmetic bugs, some we've seen already just in this video, but oh, neat stuff. Um, Keep an eye out if you want. Check out the website oldschoolnerd.com. School is SKOOL because we're cool that way. Um, yeah, you could drop a message there, and if you want to play test, let me know. Uh, yeah, thanks for watching.